just heard was Project Save CA Hircus. These gentlemen are in the studio right now.
Yes,
that was the album Parallel Worlds, the college radio remix. Now, any listeners of Hip Hop Flavors know that I've been rocking that college radio joint. I've been rocking the song Run On Sentences. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's got that Curtis Mayfield sample off of Superfly. Actually, great minds think alike because, of course, I just played the, in the opening of the show, I played the Cadence Weapon song Cheval. It has that same sample, but I love Curtis Mayfield, so of course I use that joint. But, gentlemen, please introduce yourselves.
What's up? My name is John Diddy. I guess I'm the MC.
I'm Robbie Rob, aka DJ One Up. I've been producing with them for a few months now, actually. I'm kind of new to the group.
Okay. Now, you gentlemen have a third member of the group that isn't present. Tell us about him, just so we know all the members of the group.
Right. That's DJ D-Rock. He's one of the founding members of the group. It was him and I who started it several years ago. And he's the scratching wax DJ versus DJ One Up is actually reconstructing a lot of our beats live for our performances.
Okay, that's fresh. Now, of course, right off the bat, we got to get to the name. Talk to me about the name Save CA Hircus.
All right. A long time ago, Derek, who's DJ D-Rock, the two of us had a band together, a really bad band, called the Chupacabra Machine. And I guess it was a mix of, I don't know, Rage Against the Machine and a mariachi band. But anyways, evolving from that, then that group falling apart, I created this name for a hip hop group, which is, C.A. Hircus is the scientific name for the domestic goat. And
really?
It's Capra agagris hircus. And so, we're saving the goats from the chupacabra, essentially. But to me, when I take that further, if you want to create a metaphor for it, it's, saving those persons, individuals who are victimized in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. Wow.
It's a bit of a stretch.
It's a little bit of a stretch, but we decided to roll with it.
Now, okay. Well, let's go back to the Parallel Worlds record. Since Robbie Rob is in the studio, you guys were telling me off air how this came about. That there was a bunch of acapellas that that you received, and you made the album just with no context.
Well,
explain that.
All right, so I had just ended a career with a band called Variety Workshop, and I was kind of looking for a new direction to go in. I was working with acoustic stuff and doing like math rock kind of stuff with another guy, and I was just, I wasn't really finding my niche anyway. So we'd been working with John for years and years and years, and eventually he hit me up. He had been living in Orlando. I was in Dunedin, and he said, we put out this album. I wanted to let you hear it and everything. And I was like, yeah, cool, awesome. Well, I'll remix it. That's something to do. Awesome. I need something to do. And so he emailed the acapellas over, and I still hadn't listened to the actual album yet. I was just kind of doing my own thing over in Dunedin. And well, I got all the vocals, and he handed them to me, and I started feeling the feelings of what he really was saying in the vocals. A lot of times, I'm sorry, John, I'm going to say this on the air. A lot of times we can't understand a damn word you're saying, and that's cool, because you're like Twisted.
He's definitely got a fast style,
a real fast flow, and it works for you, bro. Don't ever stop. I'm just saying.
Word. Thank you.
Sometimes we can't understand, but listening to all of his acapellas, I could really understand where he was going, and I decided to just kind of make the beats as the vocals dictated.
Well, I see you've got a very diverse production style, because the song that we just heard was Welcome to the Deep South, which is a remix off of the college radio record that we've been playing. Parallel Worlds, by the way, for the listeners, is a remix album of the college radio record that we're going to get into in just a moment. But yeah, where are you getting? I've noticed it. I mean, you flip through a bunch of different musical styles.
It's really funny that you
What are you
mentioned,
listening to?
like-
What are you listening to? What's influencing that style?
Tell you the truth, my biggest. We're listening to it right now, DJ Shadow.
Okay.
Absolutely on top.
Okay.
I mean that's
Well, I
my
picked the
that's
right
my,
background
yeah,
music.
absolutely. Yeah, you know, I grew up listening to like Shadow and Z Trip and you know people that do the unexpected. You know, as far
Okay.
as like bringing hip hop, staying true to hip hop, but bringing more aspects into it than you might normally expect. And you know, I have a background in punk rock. You know, that's where I'm from. So you know, and punk rock and hip hop, they're always been closely related. You know, like we're actually looking to do more hip hop and punk shows together.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
that would be.
I feel that. I love doing diverse shows myself. Now, what I want to do right now is get into the song Run On Sentences, because I feel that'll segue nicely into the next portion of the interview, because I want to talk to you about your rhyme style. When, yes sir, that was Run On Sentences from College Radio, the Project Save CA Hircus record. That was, of course, John Diddy on the raps. You were up. Talk to me about your rhyme style. You've got a very, very rapid kind of rapid flow, which I love because I like to chop myself.
I love your shit, so.
Talk to me about where you're getting your influences from, and talk to me about, you know, where you're going thematically with your rhymes as well.
I'm trying to think. I guess I've actually only been writing since 2006. And I've seen myself definitely progress. While I was living in Orlando, I actually learned a lot, and I give a lot of credit to Swamberger from Soliloquist of Sound. He really,
I can see the influence.
he taught me a lot. There's a lot that I took from him cadence wise. You know, I was already listening to AC Alone, and he was showing me that was definitely an influence. You know, I shouldn't say the whole Def Jux crew, but I'm definitely a huge Aesop fan. LP. I'm trying to think what else. Actually, it's funny that the Dark Time Sunshine that you were playing earlier, man. When they dropped Vessel, I got that album. Pardon me, by the way. I woke up this morning with no voice, so if my voice cracks, I hope this sounds great to all the listeners.
We appreciate you being a trooper and coming through. This actually was kind of an impromptu interview. I called John up last night because I've been rocking the record here on Hip Hop Flavors, and I was like, "Yo, would you come do an interview?" And he was like, about it. So we appreciate you coming. So I'm sorry, continue.
No, the Dark Time Sunshine, when that record was about to drop, you know, I've always been a Grayskull fan. So when Henri was doing that project, I was stoked. And I'd say that's definitely been an influence of mine for the past couple years. I mean, he's got a completely different flow than mine, but, you know.
Yeah. Well, definitely. I feel like you can draw influences and styles from all kinds of people. It's funny that you said AC Alone, and I always say this. I've said this about 1,000,000 times, but if you are an MC and you want to get in the game, you should really watch This Is the Life. It's a documentary about it's a documentary about the Good Life Cafe scene, and you know the late '90s and
in LA specifically, right?
Mm-hmm. There was a place called the Good Life Cafe where AC Alone, Jurassic 5, all Pigeon John, Abstract Rude, you know, Tribe Unique, you know, like all these cats were there, and it was an open mic scene, much like, well, now I can segue yet again, much like what you gentlemen are doing in Dunedin.
Yes.
See how smooth that went? Damn. I wasn't even trying, I was just freestyling.
No, it was good.
Talk to us, but I want to get back to a little bit more about what your rhymes are about, but talk to us about the night you guys do. It's a Monday night in Dunedin. Tell us where it is. We can't say prices, door prices, but tell us, you know, door time and what it's about.
Can I say free?
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, if it's free,
we can say free. Yeah, all right. No, it's absolutely free. We do this for the people of Dunedin because Dunedin's a huge music city. You know, it has lots of different styles drawing in. You know, there's a big reggae scene, there's a big hippie scene.
There's really a lot of talent
Yeah.
in that town.
There was a big punk scene there too, and now, you know, the new paradigm change has shifted. It's time for hip hop in Dunedin.
Wow.
When we kind of came up with the idea, it seemed sort of far fetched, you know, because it was just like, oh, yeah, okay, let's do hip hop in a hippie town. Right? Well, it turned out everybody just came out from the woodworks, and it just blew up out of control.
You know, I oftentimes find that crowds that aren't traditionally hip hop are more open minded, so you can get away with more experimental kind of hip hop. You can do different things.
That's true.
Whereas, like, if you have a lot of traditionalists, if you're trying to do something that's a little off the beaten path, they might mean mug you a bit.
Yeah.
I've gotten it a lot myself.
Well, you know, and it's somewhat of an open mic, but what we do is we have guidelines. You know, this is the Dunedin Lyricist Society, and when you come in, you for one, freestyle only.
All right.
You know, for two, you don't give up. You rap for the duration of your beat.
Okay.
Yeah. So and that's good for a lot of the kids that come out that never done it before.
Uh-huh.
You know, and third, you come out to participate, not to shine.
Okay.
You know, like you don't come out there to spit your written stuff and be like, I'm an awesome rapper.
Yeah.
You come out there and you participate with the other people there so that we can learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be better so that I can become better.
No doubt.
You know what I
No
mean?
doubt. Yeah. I kind of view that almost as like, rather than battle MCing, kind of almost like a jazz improvisation.
Yeah.
Like,
it's an uplifting
you know,
thing. Yeah.
hip hop jazz as far as vocally improvising. I feel that. I
see
feel
a
that.
lot of
What
that.
time is the night and where is it?
Every Monday night at the Dunedin House of Beer.
10
Okay.
p.m.
10 p.m.
till 1
Okay.
a.m. or sometimes later.
Yeah, most of the time.
So we've talked about your rhyme style, John. Now, talk to me about where you're going thematically. Because it seems like that you're spitting so fast, and it seems like, you know, at some points there's almost kind of like a word salad. You know, you got, maybe you're free associating, but, you know, of course, you know, I can pick out certain themes, of course, with the, you know, with the first song we played, Welcome to the Deep South. There was a definite, you know, Florida theme. Where are you going thematically? What do you feel like links your work together?
On that particular album, I do have to say I think we picked the songs to put together based off vibe more so rather than theme. But I do have to say that a theme that is definitely consistent throughout that album is the desire and the passion to strive to be better.
All right.
In both, you know, your craft or in life, etc. You know, in whatever you do.
Okay. All right. Well, I've got some more questions for both of you, actually. But what we're going to do is rest your voice a little bit.
All right.
And we're going to get into another song off of the college radio record called Natural Selection.
This one we're doing a video for, actually. We
Okay.
just finished a video for. We're going to be premiering it on September 3rd at the Dunedin Lyricist Society.
Okay. Monday, September 3rd. The video for Natural Selection will be premiered there. Remember, folks, just tuning in, that's 10 p.m.
Dunedin House of Beer.
Exactly. All right, Natural Selection. Taste it.